What's going on, guys? Stefan here with you, S&E's Garage. Today we're going to be working on getting Wi-Fi here into our pole barn because we have some big changes coming for 2026. So for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, you remember when we built this building. For a very long time, it was just a steel shell here. So what we have gone ahead and done here is we have insulated. Now, before I insulated, I had some Wi-Fi service in here, like in this bay and this bay, but the further I got away from the house, the harder it was for me to get a signal. And it was a very poor signal at that. I did try a range extender. It did extend the range for in the building, but the signal was just so weak that it was amplifying a poor signal and it just didn't work. Now, if we open this door here, you'll see, obviously, here's the building. There's the house, and the router is just beyond the sliding door there to the right. It's centralized in my house, in my kitchen pantry, actually. Now, because this is a steel building, and because how far away that modem and router is from here, a Wi-Fi extender alone just isn't going to cut it because it's amplifying a poor signal and just doesn't make any sense. So what we're going to go ahead and use is we're going to use this pass-through Powerline Wi-Fi extender. Now, this will only work if the building that you're trying to get Wi-Fi in is on the same electrical circuit as your home, meaning where your meter gets the power has to be from your house. It can't be a separate service. So what we have here is a 100 amp sub panel that we ran off of our main panel. We have a 200 amp service in the house. So this panel here connects directly to the panel inside of my house. And basically the way this is going to work is it's going to send an internet signal through the electrical wires in the house. And it's going to send it out here. So let's go ahead, open this up. I'll show you exactly what's in here. And then I'm going to show you just how easy this is to set up. So we ended up going with the TP-Link pass-through Powerline Wi-Fi extender. This is the 1300 series. So it does 1300 megabits per second. It's going to give us some better speed. It's going to be ideal for 4K pass-through. These are the two devices that it comes with. This one here is going to go in the house, and then this one here is going to be the unit that stays in here. Now, I'm going to leave one of these in the video description below. There's a few different versions of this unit that you can buy. I opted to go for the one that has Wi-Fi integrated into it. There are other ones that do not. And if you get one that does not, now you need a router, and it's just more hardware that you need to have plugged in and hide it somewhere in your building and take up, valuable space. So this is honestly your best bet. Now, what's nice here is this is going to come with an Ethernet cable too. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to bring you in the house really quick. I don't know if I'm going to film in the house or not because all of my kids are in there right now. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to plug this device here into the wall. Let me just open this up for you. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this end right here is going to plug directly into the wall. And then it's got a plug on the front of it that you can then go ahead and plug your router back into, or your modem rather. That way you're not basically taking up a whole outlet. So it's nice that they do that. And then you're going to hardwire this from your modem directly into this unit. And then we can come out here and set the Wi-Fi portion up. Just went ahead and connected the unit that's going to piggyback off of our internet in the house into the house. So that's done. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this unit. This is the Wi-Fi unit that's going to get you your service in the building or in the basically location that you want it. And we're going to plug this in somewhere. I want this plugged as close to this panel as possible. That way I'm not going across the building, through that much more copper wire. I want this as close as I can. So we're going to go with this one right here. I'm just going to go ahead and plug it in right there. And we're going to do a couple of things. You're going to see all of these lights on the front light up. You want to wait until you see this little house icon light up. And that's going to tell you that your unit is now paired. So this one here is now paired to the one in the house. And now all of your wireless information is going to be right here on this barcode. That's going to be the network name and the password. So let me go ahead. I'm going to sign my phone into that network. And we're going to run a speed test on it, and then we're going to compare the speed test from this Wi-Fi network to the Wi-Fi in the house, just so I can kind of see where we're at as far as data loss. I'm sure there's going to be some data loss through this thing, but I'm curious what that data loss is going to be. So I'm kind of disappointed here. This thing is not performing as well as it should, and I don't know if it's the device overpromising what it can do, or if it's just because of how much physical wiring I have in my predicament here, because I have aluminum 1/0 wire going from my pole barn all the way to my house, and then I have my my modem and my router in the kitchen, and it's got to go all the way through those wires into the main panel, out of the main panel, into my building, and then through the little bit of wiring I have in here. So I'm not sure if that's what the problem is, but in the house we're getting around 205 megabits per second download and 12.5 megabits per second upload. And in here, I'm only getting 6.15 megabits download, and I'm not really losing much on the upload. It's 11.5. Now, I did go ahead, I used my phone, I FaceTimed my wife, and I did try a couple of different streaming platforms, and they all seemed to work well enough. It wasn't buffering or anything, but you could just see that, you know, the buffer line wasn't as far ahead as it usually would be. So I'm hoping it's going to be okay with, you know, a 4K smart TV in here. We might have an issue there. If we do, we'll have to upgrade in the future. But I know now, at least this will work, you know, to make my smart home features of like a thermostat, and, you know, if I do smart lights in here, I can at least bring that home automation into the barn with the Wi-Fi that we have in here. So for now, it's going to have to do, but in the future, maybe we might have to explore something a little bit different. But if anything, I hope this helped you maybe get some basic internet into your metal building. I know it's hard because a typical Wi-Fi range extender just isn't going to work. It's not going to want to go through the metal. So if this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. Please stay tuned. We have a lot of content coming on with this building. Like I said, we're doing the heat and air conditioning very soon. And then we're going to go ahead and finish the walls, and we're going to make it look nice in here. So we'll see you guys next time.